What is up, my friends? It is Friday. Your weekend has now officially started, and you are very welcome along to this evening's Anfield Agenda news roundup. I'm going to be taking you through the latest around Mohamed Salah and this international break, which features some good news for ARNE. We're going to be talking about Andy Robertson and a possible contract extension, and we're going to be giving you the latest from Arne Slot's pre-Aston Villa press conference, which happened earlier on this morning. So that's what I'm going to do over the next 6 to 8 minutes, but we want you guys to let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Drop a like on the video if you enjoy it, and of course we would love you to hit that subscribe button now. 1 week from today, we are going to be at the Hot Water Comedy Club in Liverpool. You can still get your tickets for our show with the link in the description of this video. Tickets are priced at just £20 and it is an all ages event, meaning everybody can come along, and we hope to see you there on the night. Right, let's start off with the Andy Robertson stuff. So, according to Football Insider, even though he's coming towards the last 2 years of his deal, or just under the last 2 years of his deal, Football Insider reckon that Liverpool have already looked towards contract negotiations with Andy Robertson about extending his stay. I'm a little bit dubious about this one, to be honest with you guys, because 2 years left to go, and his form is a little bit up and down, and his fitness is obviously up and down because he didn't have a full pre-season. I wouldn't be rushing into a contract extension here if I was Liverpool. I would keep an eye on it, of course, because we don't want Robbo walking out the door for free. But even if he did at that point, you're talking about, what, a 33, 34-year-old Andy Robertson? So, a little bit surprised about this one, but again, would love to know your thoughts. Do you agree with Football Insider here that he is going to get a contract extension, or the club are looking to tie him down to one? Or do you think maybe they're just looking through the list of whose contracts are running down? Now, while we're talking about stuff that probably isn't going to happen, Fikahes are still banging this drum about Liverpool and Arlene Tchouameni. They say that Liverpool are willing to submit a €50 million bid to secure the services of 24-year-old Arlene Tchouameni from Real Madrid in the January transfer window. Now look, if we can get to the conclusion that Liverpool are interested, and I'm not there yet, because stylistically, as we've mentioned many times, I need confirmation from a David Lynch, a Paul Joyce, somebody on the Liverpool side to say, yes, the interest is still there. If the interest is there and Arne Slot feels like Arlene Tchouameni is a good fit for him, I don't think any of us would have any complaints. I just don't know that it is a natural fit for the way Slot wants the midfielders to play. So if it is, and Real Madrid are willing sellers, look, if you got him for 50 or 60 million euro, you're not going to do much wrong with that, are you? So, still a bit dubious on this one, to be honest, folks, but we'll wait and see what happens with it. It's certainly a link that I think we can be a little bit excited about. It's certainly a link that at least we can say is in the realms of possibility, because it doesn't look like he's settling in too well at the moment there with things going on at Real Madrid. He's kind of not really in their long-term plans by the looks of it. So, again, let us know your thoughts on that one. Now, the thumbnail for this video is around some good news around Mohamed Salah, and of course we await what's going on with the contract situation. But the good news for us is he's going to get a rest during this international break, because the Egyptian national team, led by Hossam Hassan, has decided not to call up Mohamed Salah for the November international break, meaning that he will get to remain on Merseyside, of course, work with Arne Slot, rest, relax, and be ready for the festive period coming up afterwards, where we are going to be playing a lot of pivotal games. Manchester City, Real Madrid, of course, and lots of other big games. So this can only be seen as a huge positive, and I'm delighted about it, in all honesty. It bodes well for the remainder of the season as well. And look, it's not often we get this bit of luck that players are able to not go to internationals because they're not injured. So I'm absolutely buzzing at the idea of Mo being able to stay on Merseyside and rest up, because we're going to need him as the season goes on. He is our talisman, and this is very good news indeed. I'm buzzing about it, honestly. I think this could play a big part in the rest of our season. So again, love to know your thoughts on that in the comment section. Now, Arne Slot was, of course, having his pre-Aston Villa press conference today, and he was asked about how he expects Villa to set up, and his answer, it was a little bit interesting. Let's go through it. So he said, if you ask me now, I'd say it's not that difficult to form a game plan. Unai Emery has almost the same formation, almost always the same formation, but sometimes, depending on the players, his style of play, his idea is always the same. Saying this, it was the same with Xabi Alonso. Never once did he come with Boniface as a left winger and not as a number 9. Maybe that's a compliment. Most managers think we have a good team, so they change the game plan. I don't expect Unai to change a lot, but in terms of personnel, he can change a little bit. Always 4-4-2. He's played for many years now. So he's expecting exactly that. That Unai Emery is going to come, play 4-4-2, mix up the players maybe, but he doesn't seem to think that formation-wise there are going to be too many surprises. So hopefully things go to plan and Liverpool are set up to counteract that 4-4-2 of Aston Villa, and we can get to 3 points on Saturday night. And by the way, just a reminder, it is an 8 p.m. kickoff on Saturday night. It is very rare we get these in the Premier League, so I'm buzzing. Again, I've said that quite a lot in this video, haven't I? But I am. Now, we've got our good news. I've given you that. Now, a little bit of bad news. Not too much, just a little bit. We expect Diogo Jota back a week or two after the international break. That is what ARNE also said today in his press conference. So he said he will be back 1 or 2 weeks after the break, which is, it's not great, but I guess at least it's not a big setback or anything. Speaking about our number 9, by the way, because a lot of people trying to figure out, will Lucho be through the middle? Will Nunes come back in through the middle? Speaking about the situation in his press conference today, this is what our manager had to say. Availability of the players. When we had Diogo and Darwin available, we played one of those two. Now, because Darwin has played a lot, it was too much for him, I think, talking about the game against Leverkusen midweek. So we came up with other ideas. I liked the last idea with Lucho scoring 3 goals. It's always interesting to see Lucho, who's a good left winger. We have 4 available for 3 positions, so we could think of another idea, but if Diogo is back, then we have 2 number 9s. Lucho did really well, and even for me, it was a bit of a surprise. I expected him to do good, but he did so well that it was a surprise. So again, there we go, more positive stuff around Lucho, and maybe an indication that we probably will see Darwin. That's at least what I'm gleaning from that bit of information there. He just felt Darwin needed a rest midweek. Now, on the contracts, of course, in every press conference, this is going to be put to the manager, and he plays it with a straight bat all the time, bats it away, and this is what he had to say. It would be strange if I had no input. Sometimes being head coach is convenient. Contract situations are talked about by people who need to know about it. I speak about it with Richard and not in front of you guys with a microphone. So again, similar type of answer there. Speaking about Curtis Jones, the manager again was full of praise for Curtis. He said, with Curtis, it's not me who did it. He became a father and I had nothing to do with that. I should hope not, ARNE. I should absolutely hope not, fella. You never know if that plays a part in it, but since he became a father and started putting performances together, pre-season we saw a quality player and then performances dropped a bit, but since he became a father, it tells you a lot about the quality of the team. It's a result of individual performances. In Curtis' situation, being a parent helps performances. What makes him such a good player? He has qualities on the ball, but is never afraid to do something special. Sometimes a bit too overconfident, but it's an important tool, and he combines this at the moment and a longer period with an incredibly hard work rate. We can trust him defensively. We saw how he handled Cole Palmer. Now, for him, it's about consistency because we know he has quality. The best players in the world show up every 3 days, so that is the challenge. And that is pretty much it, my friends. So we've talked about the game coming up against Aston Villa. We've got the positive news around Mohamed Salah and the fact that he won't be going away for this international break. So now it's all roads leading to Anfield tomorrow night. Massive game. We will, of course, be live an hour and 15 minutes beforehand, so 6:45. We look forward to seeing you guys then. I will be back tonight at 8:45 with the late night agenda. But until then, thank you for watching. Feel free to let us know your thoughts below. And don't forget to drop a like and hit that subscribe button. Much love, my friends. Have a cracking weekend. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.